Alright, thank you.
As you said, he's going in a minute or so.
Yep.
Oh, right, cool.
There we go.
Right, make sure that's in. Come here, bud. So to push it right in as hard as it'll go.
Sometimes I don't always, because it then just pops out.
What's that?
Tree.
So if you want to change the angle more, because there's a little twisty thing on the back here. So if you untwist it and then you can move it, but it will release the grip as well. So you can make it change the angle.
That scared me.
So do you want to change the angle? Do you want me to change the angle or keep it as is?
Yes, because it's wonky.
Right.
It's already been 1 minute.
Okay.
Alright, thanks. I know 1 minute isn't long, but that felt like 30 seconds. So as I like to do it, waiting for it to start, because then I like to have it.
X6 to Bristol.
Bristol. Yeah, I've definitely changed it. Sight of a bus actually being informative about a route. You know, this is what I like to do when it tends to be. Yes, because I was thinking we could get the X7 back, but the X7 does not go to Edward
Thackeray
Road.
Avenue.
Okay. Thackeray. Yep. Yeah, so if it's wonking off like this, what do I do with it again? Do I like twist it or something?
Yeah. Untwist it at the back. Got to untwist it at the back.
Which way do I turn it?
Right, I'm going to teach you when you get home, because I'm not doing this for you all the time, okay? Well, so what's happened there is that's... Can I take it out a sec? Do you mind? Or is that going to ruin your thing? I'm going to have to, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Esmond Road.
So what do I do there?
Ugh.
Hold. Sorry, Mogs.
No, it's fine.
Zigzag.
Okay.
Oh, that's a cracking view. Take a picture. Oh, you can't take a picture, can you?
I'll do it for 1 second. Yeah. That's an exception. Clevedon. Yeah.
What, Mogs?
Is that as nice as I remembered it, or is... Try not to do it near the... Yeah, shuffle it down a little. Sometimes I worry this could end up pressing the off button.
Thackeray.
Oh, thanks.
Alright.
Yep.
Make sure that's in as best you can.
also forgot. A few days ago, about 4 or 5 days ago, as of 27th of December,
Wellington Terrace.
marks 1 year since I fell down the stairs on a bus.
Nice. Right, there's no mucking around when we get back to Bristol.
Yep.
We've got to get back to goals.
Yep. So yes, sir. Structure. Am I the only one that thinks that doesn't look like underneath it doesn't look like a very well built structure?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is well held, but it just doesn't look very. Yeah, it just doesn't look very well. Shops.
X6 to Bristol. Six ways.
Eh? 6 ways? But which one? Which one? I shouted angrily as I ran out of my head. Did I just hear a Live 360 notification?
Sounded like it, didn't it?
Did you? What? By the means of that, someone left home. Or wherever it is.
X6 to Bristol.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had the shout on. Probably because you wouldn't really pay attention to something like that.
Felton Road.
That's what I'm saying.
mind swimming in the Lido over there?
Doesn't look like it.
No. Too cold.
Oh yeah, I remember that building. I hadn't actually realised what it was at first. It's an interesting structure though, is what I was thinking. It looks like a tree house, but like massive
Salthouse Fields.
and not on a tree.
X6 to Bristol. Saltings Close.
Yeah.
X6
Put it back in.
to Bristol.
Don't muck around with that. Get thrown off the bus.
I don't even know what happened.
I don't know how much that charged. Then either. Everyone seemed to go with it, but
she like forced me into it kind of. And then it kind of ended up being like, Jen, just do it. And I was like, oh, why can't you play it? Like, oh my god, literally. I said my phone didn't work. I got cash.
Exit 2 Bristol.
Yeah, I guess so.
Clevedon, Tesco. Exit 2 Bristol.
Right, like this is really nice to try and make it better work.
Chart Road.
Go. On the little process, right? Go. Yeah, right. But, do you know what I think is actually crazy though? When I speak to people about going to be apparently, it was time like, hear it, like, we were like, the people, like, because we went in there, so everyone knows. And everyone was like, actually, like, remembers it. It's like, that was like a rough time. That was a really rough time. That was the thing, like, DSAB. That was like, that was like everything in my life. It was me, DSAB, and Luca left. Why did you let, like, you know?
Exit 2 Bristol.
I used to have on stuff and like he would send me something on a tractor or something and like what's he doing? What my man's ex-woman does. What's that about? But no, it's weird.
Somerset Road.
Yeah, no. I'm not seeing that every that was I think it's just how everyone got us so funny. I love that so much. I was so proud of I was on the phone to someone. And we just sat there like 11 o'clock.
Did you see he got in trouble? Was it Trump that got in trouble? No, it was us who got in trouble.
There's many things he's got in trouble for.
Yeah, along with Brandon Schwami, as they were saying, and the exact word they used was
Oh, do you want to sit that so you can lean on me and
not
sleep?
wrong, but that's
You want to
his base.
sleep on
That's
me?
the people that are
I
like
sit there, you
supporting
fall
him
asleep
at
on
the
me.
moment.
So you're going to fall off the seat.
The
Done it
guy in charge
before,
of the
you will
efficiency
fall
of
off sleep,
America,
see?
They don't want to do
So what do I do?
I'll just come and sit here and you lean on me.
Was well, they defended H1B visas, right?
Yeah.
Like how many
Me?
people come to
Sorry.
This is very funny because it is
If it unsteadies.
talking points of 10 years ago versus today.
Yeah.
Right, like it is pro-immigration if it's skilled immigration Republicans versus, I don't know, kill them all Republicans.
They're not American. They're not white enough. So you have to get rid of them.
Pretty much. And like, it's funny watching him now. I don't know if he's just dumb and didn't realise that like this is what the people always believe.
Yeah.
Or if it's just now he's putting it on because he knows at the end of the day he's got enough vested business interests who want him to keep H1B visas around.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
And people keep forgetting, Elon Musk is not American.
No, he's South African.
He's not American.
He's even worse.
So why do they expect him to act in like the best interests of America? He isn't. He's just a businessman.
It's almost like having 4 Asians running your government is probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's I love to see it because like I love them in fighting. It's very funny, and also it probably means they'll be more incompetent than anything, and that's good.
But then you get the other side, which is a bunch of like ex-military people like, blowing up cars. And I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going on there because I feel like weren't the shooters
Both ex-military.
Yeah, and there was something about some of them being in the same regiment, though not all at the same time. Which is like, is something going on?
The tinfoil hat in me says Fed. There's a Fed operation. This is FBI playbook. We need to keep our jobs around, so we'll set some guy up and then say, look at all the stuff we prevented, and then just.
Yeah.
But well, do you remember a couple of years ago there was like 5 guys got arrested for plotting to kidnap Gretchen Whitney, who is the House representative for Wisconsin. So when they were doing that, there is a brilliant write-up of it somewhere. So 5 of them got arrested in a group of 8. No, not a group of 8, a group of 10. The other 5 were all feds. And until like the last day, like 4 of them didn't know the other one was a fed. So like, they were just going along with it, trying to egg each other on to do the next thing, but every single one of them was a fed. And you think these guys are going through like secret channels or meeting in person? Look, they had a Facebook page called Take Down the Government or something, and then just like said posted on there just like, what's that on WhatsApp chat? Anyone want it? They're not sending their best.
No.
Like that is the other thing, you never underestimate stupidity. Like, there are plenty of people dumb enough to just fill a car with rockets and leave outside the Trump Tower.
I think that's kind of what the sort of missing link that people have at the moment, where like a bunch of just random dudes getting together one day, like they don't have their phones on them, they're not texting us, they're just literally going, should we blow up Trump Tower? Yeah, let's go do it.
That's great.
And like that's such a massive blind hole, I think, in the such surveillance of the population. It's kind of hilarious.
It is. I honestly, again, the tinfoil hat says this. It's the field, and it is just like they're dumb and bad at their jobs, so they don't stop it in time.
I mean, yeah, probably.
It's hard to say. FBI is not amazing at what they do.
What's the saying? Never ascribe to malice when it's described by
Incompetence.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. I don't know. I think we'll probably find out in the next few months what is going on there. Well, I want to because it's fun. But also terrible. Yeah, I've seen the video of the Tesla going off. It's just It's amazing when it gets posted, and then the first thing is Elon Musk saying, well, Tesla's design makes it better for this whole thing to happen. It's the steel reinforced body. It's like, alright, man.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say. Should have driven a Tesla.
Of course. And it's very funny because it is full of fireworks. You just see fireworks going off all around it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know. You're in the first this year, maybe.
It could be.
Yeah.
I do think the transition is going to Trump is just going to be a shit show. And it's actually going to be funny to watch America slightly, not completely, but slightly collapse from the outside.
A further slide into decline.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to accelerate a bit now.
Yeah, it's not going to be the end of America or anything. It's going to be like a downturn.
This is like how historically like fools and empires happen. You have like a long slow decline and then it just drops off, right? And you don't really know when the drop off happened, right?
Yeah.
The Visigoths in Rome wasn't like an immediate overnight thing, but then you wake up one day and Rome was burning.
Yeah, it's more like the problem is reaching critical mass of like we can't keep a lid on it anymore. It will erupt at once.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is the turning point, but also I don't know, it could very well not be. It's just as likely that it happens. Yeah.
Did you see Trump was posting like, oh, I want Canada to be the 51st state? And, I love Greenland as well. They should join as well.
Man just likes large things. He just wants more land mass. You know, like,
I swear he must have like ADHD or something. Like he's just like all over the place and people
hyper fixated on big things.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Canada, like, go ahead, take it up.
There's like 10 people.
Are you so weird? There's 10 people in Greenland as well, but it's just like, I don't know. It feels wrong. It's too far away from you. Canada's touchy. I'd rather take Canada.
Yeah. And wasn't he? And he said something about the canal as well. Didn't he?
That might be a bit more concerning.
He's like, oh yeah, in 1929 we lost 10 Americans building the Panama Canal, so now you have to give it to us. It's like, I don't think so. I'm not sure that's how it works.
He is a maestro at getting the weirdest people in the US obsessed with random historical details.
Yeah.
Or like something like the ivermectin thing.
Oh yeah.
No Trump fan would be aware of what ivermectin was if he hadn't just randomly brought it up. And then suddenly they're all experts on it.
Yeah,
he's so funny.
He just says random shit.
He has a way with words.
And everyone suddenly cares about this like not unimportant, but like tiny detail.
Yeah. This Trump fans.
Yeah.
It's really odd. But yeah, I really my guess for next week is it's just complete incompetence.
Yeah.
Like backstabbing, people overwriting each other.
Oh yeah, so
nobody's
departments aren't communicating with each other at all. So one group does something and the other group's like, oh, why is this happening? I'll just fix it by undoing it.
Yeah, pretty much. There's someone's going to change a number in a spreadsheet somewhere and it's going to be gone.
Yeah.
I think that'll happen. I don't think what we're starting to see now is that the mass deportations probably are not going to be to masses that we out.
No, because isn't it supposed to be like anywhere between $100 billion to $300 billion to do?
Yeah, it's insane. Ridiculous thing to do. And again, as much as they talk big, people like you don't want it to happen.
No.
It funds his factory.
And most of the illegal immigrants are people who just overstay visas.
Yeah.
And those visas are usually the H1B1 visas for India.
Yeah.
So like, come on.
It's probably what we think is happening. Yeah. Most of these people, because they find a job and then suddenly don't have time to do it.
Do you know what would be hilarious? If it turns out Elon Musk hasn't been paying for like a visa or anything this entire
Dude, can you
time,
imagine him
and just
getting
no one's realised.
They just deport him to South Africa. Finally do that problem with it.
I think Trump wanted to get rid of the if you're born in America, you get citizenship thing. It's in like the first generation.
There's a word for it, isn't there?
Yeah. But then that's him. That's literally him. I think it was his mum was a illegal immigrant from
Ukraine.
Scotland. Scotland. Back like before World War II.
Yeah.
And she had him. And the only reason he's in America is because she had him in America.
Incredible. Would that be like retroactively they do it then?
That's what he's threatening.
Have fun with that.
But like the logistics of figuring out who isn't an American citizen would also be incredibly complicated.
It would take years.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen. And I don't see him running for the presidency.
I don't think he's old enough to run. As in, he's too old.
Yeah, he's had enough.
Yeah, he's too old to run.
It's weird because like the first time round, he really didn't want to win. Like I really don't think he
I think it was a
expected to.
publicity stunt. I think
Yeah.
the first time was a publicity stunt.
They just went too far, you know. But the second time, I think he actually kind of did, and this time he definitely wanted to win.
Yeah.
Even though I still don't think he really gives a shit about running.
Because I think, he got a taste of the power. He was like, actually, I like giving myself tax breaks.
Yeah.
I like being able to just break the law and pardon myself.
It's just brilliant. Yeah. Surely Donald Trump won't wriggle out of this. Yeah, it's really weird.
Because like all of the charges against him, like literally every single one, they're now just they're just disappearing.
They're just in limbo, yeah.
Because he's president.
Or you know, he's just gonna say no.
Yeah. And he's put like he unbalanced the court justices, the Supreme Court justices, so that he's got enough support on there that this can overturn anything that happens to him, and this is perfectly legal.
Yeah. The Supreme Court one is the one that actually upsets me. That actually makes me angry. Because it can be so obviously partisan as you want. It can be so obviously just judges voting in favour of the right-wing stuff when they need to. Not really giving a shit otherwise. And you will still get people in the Democratic Party saying, no, I can't do court reform. This is like a sacred institution and it has to stay balanced. It's like, no, it isn't.
You've also got to remember there is no left party.
No, it's not.
Like they say all the libtards on the left, but every political opinion coming out of America is way further right than anything we'd be comfortable with.
Yeah, pretty much. The Democrats are a much more business-friendly party, even though like a fairly right-wing company.
Yeah. And even Bernie Sanders, who like is the left-wing guy in America, is not that left-wing.
No, he's not. He's not.
He's unionist, which is great.
He would fit in the Labour Party.
Yeah, he'd fit in the current.
He would fit. He would be centre of like.
He's centre right. Yeah, he's centre right.
Yeah, there's like certain issues he's more right on the rest mostly, but generally he's somewhat.
He's what we would call centre right.
The Americans closer to centre right.
The Americans think he's really far left. He's not.
No, he's not. He is left for democratic centres. Yeah.
And he did put out that video a few weeks ago talking about how we're now in an oligarchy. And it's like this is the death of America or whatever.
Yeah. Cool. That's cool, yeah, alright. You're probably right. It's all fun when you're own part of clients.
Yeah. Been there, done that.
Which is like, we're in it now, baby.
Our empire went off its cliff. We're still off the cliff, really. We're still falling.
I feel rather bitter about it, like that.
Yeah. I mean, when was the official collapse again? 1950s, I think.
The end of, yeah, it was like the 50s. It's the last Commonwealth for colonial country.
Yeah.
Became part of the Commonwealth.
Like, in the 50s, the war debts caught up to us and we just ended up losing all of our empire.
Probably a good thing for the rest of the world.
For the rest of the world, not for us.
No, for us, yeah.
I still think there is a way of building an empire in a way that, like, the tide raises all ships. I still think there's a way of
Is that
doing
not
it.
basically the EU?
I do kind of wish the EU actually worked.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against like a proper rising tide racing ships and trading bloc. I don't think
But
it's about
I,
it.
but I think the way it would have to work is that the European Union couldn't just be all the countries agreeing to follow the same rules. It would have to be we all join the EU in a way that sort of, instead of being individual countries, we're now essentially states.
Yeah,
That would have to be the way
I
that
think we need to be stricter.
Yeah.
I think, and that I think is a much tougher sell for other countries.
They wouldn't go for it.
You wouldn't get Turkey. You wouldn't get a lot of these European countries. You
Yeah.
probably wouldn't get. You might not get Spain. You probably wouldn't get Britain.
Spain doesn't even want to be part of
No,
Spain.
not really. Exactly. Yeah. Probably wouldn't get Britain involved. Probably wouldn't get Ireland involved.
Yeah, because like that's the only way of doing it. You have to remove the sort of interpretive layer between EU legislation and the actual country's legislation.
Yeah. It's just like that.
Yeah.
I like here.
I like that.
I do think in England or Britain in general, it's going to decline to the point where they're going to try and rejoin the EU, which I think the EU will be more happy with than we expect, because it's kind of like a, oh look, they kicked all of that. This is
Oh, yeah, no, it will be a big pie-eating competition.
Yeah,
You know?
and we'd have to give up the pound and take the euro. And I think
I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
I think we're going to get to a point where we're going to have to take it, or we become like Poland.
Well, this is the thing, is like the pound is not.
It's not a weak currency, but that's like I think inertia. Because all of the most of like the world's financial stuff still happens through London. Like
It does.
Randomly, just through historical inertia, we still have a massive financial block in London. I'm not sure how long that's going to last.
I don't know is the answer, but I think there's so much set up there that it's just an incentive.
Yeah.
And London is a financial hub.
The difficulty is to get the rest of London, the rest of the UK into a good financial state. We have to reform things in a way that London isn't as attractive for this financial system as it is. Like we have to tax rich people,
Which we seem pretty allergic to doing.
which is like
I think it's not unlikely that in the next 20 years or so we'll see a very business-friendly, more business-friendly than we already are, political leader who like deregulates financial systems in the UK. And that is how they attract it.
that's going to be Farage.
It probably is.
The next election.
It probably is going to be one of the sticking points of Farage. It probably fucking works. So that a lot of people from, well, not even a lot, a couple of very rich people will throw money behind it.
Yeah. I think there is a very, very good chance that he is in power next election.
I think it will be him, and it will be probably Jeremy Clarkson as deputy leader.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
And that's a slightly scary thought. But yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. It's just like
Someone needs to emerge from the Labour Party real soon.
I
Has a chance.
thought I was going to be Angela Rayner, but she's gone silent.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that's because of like if that's an internal party political games or like she's genuinely just so late.
I think there are too many people, quote unquote, being political people who think like that. And that is a concern. I don't think there is a big chunk of the country who she has no appeal to, even if she says it does for right things, which she often does.
But it's crazy
because
because she's like the perfect person you would think would appeal to the like everyday person. She grew up in a council house and ended up in a council house. She was a single mom. She came up through the unions, so she was an actual working person. It's like these are all the like average Joe things.
I think I always go back to the idea of the temporarily embarrassed millionaire, like the American ideal of like they don't see themselves as equal to other people on their level. They see themselves as someone who is grinding hard to get out, and everyone else is lazy. I think there's a lot of people who don't like her. There's a lot of people who don't like her because she's like that, you know.
Because she's too everyday.
I like the people who are everyday see her and they're like, nah, I don't like it. I don't really know why.
I think maybe because like innately we place like value on what rich do.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, she isn't one of the millionaires. She must know what she's talking about.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who would straight up just say, like, oh, she's like, just clueless, and then you really push them and everybody know why.
Yeah.
It's just a hierarchical country, and I'm not wrong, I do think that being a woman,
Which is unfortunately. Isn't it crazy that the only female prime ministers we've had have been all Tory and extremely right wing?
yeah, it's great. It's
Like radical right wing. Except for maybe Theresa May, she wasn't like that.
if you want to do a bit of like armchair psychology on it, you can say it is in trying to like fight back against the image of like the soft female politician, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the tough breaking stereotypes.
Yeah, it's the whole Iron Lady thing.
Iron Lady.
Yeah.
I worked for Thatcher. And every human being who became Prime Minister ever wanted to be Thatcher.
Which is so weird. I think she somehow managed to like insert herself in this psychological gap for like Tories, where it's like they didn't have mother figures, so like she somehow inserted herself in that whole.
The Iron Mummy.
Yeah, and she's literally like the dominant female figure in their life.
A little bit, yeah. I agree with that. As a public figure, for sure.
Yeah.
Also, as a country, we like telling people off. And she was a master telling off.
That's true.
We are, and this is the reason that like someone like Biden kind of works in the US, or like a Democratic Party doesn't work so well in the US and doesn't work together. Americans, the Democrats kind of love freedom. It's still a feature. Yeah, no, you tell me you love it. You stick to the rules and stick to the rules and see what's happening.
You've never really had that whole freedom of speech thing. It's a free country.
We would much rather be tough table.
Yeah,
like as a nation. I don't know.
But again, I think that I relate to that because I have some regulations now.
Oh yeah, like I don't necessarily think that's bad.
I will regulate the hell out of everything. I don't believe in free market bullshit. And I'm not sure whether that's like we grew up in this country kind of thing. Or,
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a little bit. I take slight issue with free speech laws over here. It is by no means like a defining feature for me, but I do see it in a First Amendment style.
yeah.
I think it's a good point. And I don't know if it would work very well here, but it works for me.
It's interesting because as a part of the TA course, we did safeguarding and it talked about the freedom of expression like laws that we have in this country. And you are allowed, like, you do have protection.
Yes, it's not complete.
It's just interesting that you're not allowed, like, explicitly baked into the law, that you're not allowed to press your beliefs onto other people, which kind of means, like, you're allowed to believe what you want, you're just not allowed to say what you think. It's kind of
Pretty much, yeah.
It's a really interesting, like, dichotomy. You're not allowed to, like, try and, like, proselytize, essentially.
Yes.
But you're allowed to believe what you want.
It's similar. I mean, that's the thing. The US is a complete free speech country. You cannot like threats aren't actually. If you say you're going to kill someone, that is still illegal. You know, like that's not covered by freedom of speech.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think the big difference is just like spreading hate, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you have hate speech here, which is like you're not allowed to like impinge on someone else's right to express themselves or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to discriminate based on like protected characteristics.
Yeah. I don't think you are in the US. Or at least in the US you have to prove that damage is suffered because of it.
Yeah.
Is the big one.
Yeah, I think there's a blurrier line in the US. I'm not sure they have the same protected characteristics either, or even though they call it the same thing.
It's not the same. I don't think they have a defined understanding. And I also think what defines infringement of your personal freedom is a lot stricter.
Yeah.
You can't harm someone's right to free association. So you're not allowed to stop people from forming clubs or groups because of their characteristics. You're not allowed to right to self-expression.
Which is interesting because a union is a club or group, and those companies try and sell those platforms all the time.
Well, once you get past the first layer, you start to realise a lot of it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Anti-union activity, notably fundraising for groups like Palestine Relief Aid has been like a huge issue, and one of the more blatant anti-free speech things done in the last few years. The anti-terrorist guidelines are famously opaque and vague, making it very hard to provide financial support. Free legal advice has come under threat because of it as well, which is it's crazy. But if you look at it, the law is pretty explicit that like you can provide free glue notifiers, like that is covered by the First Amendment. So I don't know, they just try not to think about it too hard.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
I think ironically, terrorism would have been the best thing to do because it gave them like an excuse to like tighten the fist. Like they had a harder grip on the country. There were more excuses for civilians. It's like, oh look, the terrorists.
It's a whole new framework they can use to impede on enemies.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like, we've got to take away these freedoms of yours. Because what if the terrorists take advantage of it? And they can just declare anyone.
stops local protesters, stops local like supporters of groups of it's a very convenient excuse. It also lets you. There's a word for it in the Philippines for it's called like red attaching or something, or red gluing. It's the idea of like you throw your opponent's name around in the same sentence as like terrorist groups to try and like tar them, red tar, to like try and get it,
Build an association.
Seems like it.
And they're trying to do that with Luigi Maggiore. They're trying to get him declared a terrorist.
Yeah, absolutely. And like by definition, probably is a terrorist. It's just one that's good and we agree.
I don't know. The line is that he had to have specifically done it to spread a certain ideology, which I mean, kind of, but also he did just have a massive grudge against the healthcare system. He wasn't like saying, "Oh, you should copy me. Let's all go on a righteous crusade against this."
He just had a specific reason. Yeah. Also, that the little like 2-page manifesto.
I know that is a bit of a smoking gun.
Real. I don't know. It reads like a cockroach in 5 minutes before.
Yeah, but also from what I can tell, he was a bit of like
his views were all over the place.
Yeah, and like he does come across as kind of like a rich boy that would just journal.
Yes.
And it could just be that he was journaling his thoughts.
For sure. I don't know. To me, it's like it's possible it's not real, but probably is real.
Yeah, and it just maybe it's got a very unfavourable interpretation.
This is very funny. Yeah, it's crazy. It's also probably the most photographed criminal in history. Like every day I see a new picture of him in clothes and shit, looking fly.
He's an attractive man. His crazy like fashion sense as well. But he's dressed even in the jumpsuit. Like he somehow managed to make it look good.
It's insane. That's why I had to walk above you. It got me fit, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna see how unfit we are. So
oh yeah, it's been like what, almost 2.5 weeks.
Yep. It's gonna be good. I feel fat.
I feel heavy. I definitely feel heavy.
It's gonna be tough.
I feel weak.
No, he's not a good combo. You got shoes though, so that's good.
Yeah, that was, see what kind of difference that makes.
Do you have them with you?
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to it. I tried to do some exercise in the meantime, but nowhere near as much as I was doing before. I used to do before I went climbing a lot like HIIT workouts, or just like 15-20 minute intense workouts. I did one the other day and it fucking killed me.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my goodness.
Cardio is probably my weakest point at the moment.
Cardio's tough.
Like I just don't have the sort of like
The long distance.
yeah.
Neither do I, really.
And even short distance, like I'll be able to hold it for like 10 seconds. Not even like I might not even be able to complete a whole sprint at full pace.
Yeah. I haven't tried anything really intense like that outside of climbing in a long time now.
Yeah.
Even climbing is like it's 90% effort as opposed to 100. Really.
Yeah, that's true. Because you've got to keep a little bit in reserve.
Yeah. But I'm ready to go. I'm going to try and do it twice a week.
I kind of wish there was like a nice, like publicly usable track that we could just like pay like even like £3 just to like use the track, and you can like just see where you're at compared to where you used to be.
That would be quite nice. Or almost just like, I really like those sort of outdoor fitness things. And you occasionally see like a little, almost like a park.
Yeah.
Like pull-up bars and stuff. I like those. Those are useful.
And there was like that one in Portishead with like a dip.
Yes, lovely. One of those in Clevedon that hit the spot. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And to be honest, I wouldn't have said this maybe like 10 years ago, but I wouldn't be upset if they removed the skate park and just did like a little beach trip.
If you're gonna have, the skate park, if it's not vehicle, just do something with it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take too long to just clear the stuff out and just have it be empty until you have a better idea for it. You can just, it wouldn't take long, right?
I feel like it would also be a good public service type of thing.
Yeah, bit of fitness never hurts.
Yeah. Because they've already spent like 1.3 million on that shit.
Or is public enemy number one.
If you spent 1.3 million on beach tube, you'd get a really good beach tube.
You would. You wouldn't have to spend 1.3 million.
Yeah, you'd be able to clear the whole thing, get rid of it all, pay for people to come clear it all, and then build like a little sheltered area. So that's also another thing you need in that area. You need a bit of shelter. Yeah. So build like a sheltered thing, and underneath that, like publicly usable gym.
Yeah. Just like 2 bars, a dips machine, a row machine would be nice, but again, it's a lot expensive.
And could be broken.
Just the hardy stuff, just metal bars and various like moving parts. It's all you need. I'd love that. And it's like close enough to my house, so I could just jog down and then I'm warmed up for the workout.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Right, I'm gonna stay on and go to my neighbour's room.
Lovely. I will see you later.
And he was like, no, I'm just going to cook them together. But no, no, you can't do it like that.
Bristol.
And then we got an argument about that. You sent through Harry, Demi.
I went Harry.
This other guy, and then me. Yeah, the one that's big window.
The centre. Bristol.
But we went there for my birthday anyway. And it was good. No, the next year it was really
Bristol bus station.
That's the thing, like, me and her were just being friends, like,
I would agree. Let's go promo that. Okay. I want to go in and other shops, should I shop there? Should I have them? You can do it like, if I don't really shop there. We'll go there then. Yeah, and we might go sell them. And next to us. Really? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Remember, all those ways. Maybe see they got the black one for these. Alright. Okay. I need to get some new odds, but I don't know where we're going from. Basically, just down there. I might get some singer. I will real one. I feel like everywhere, if you don't have real ones, you can just say, oh, that's wrong, and they're not as comfy. Are they real? I might get real ones and then get like big. But my ones at the moment, the whole bottom just came off. As in, like, you could twist it and then you just push it.
What Morgs? Morgan.
But I still wear them.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you that.
Stay awake, bud. We're getting up in a sec.
Okay.
It's the makeup shop. Where is that? In the middle here.
Stay away.
It is a drug.
Yeah.
I've got a bad headache.
Oh dear. That's not good. Question.
Yeah, they are. But I don't really get any. And like they're always like a bit more cute, they're more colourful and stuff.
Alright, grade 13.
Yeah, see, that's an older StreetDeck.
Yeah.
I'm no longer blinded by lights.
Yeah, I know. I was doing my nut and I wish I had some sunglasses, I've got to say. Right, let's stop then.
Yeah. Alright.
There you go. Do that. Hello.
My mum was like, and we also had that like,
There you go. Let's sort those out.
I thought really bad, but
Alright.
Nice. Yeah. Ooh. Thank you. This bus terminates here. Please ensure you have